Ball of the CC, and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt. You gotta pay money. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner. Get to you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my city. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blowed up her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they compete. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I said the Browns.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington football team. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Cook now off the read option. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
8 yards to go on second down. To throw is Kaepernick. They'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a third down. Man open left side is Brown. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game, as it's 1st and goal. Gibson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, Might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Gibson again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mond. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Cook now off the read option. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Bond's going to keep this himself. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Cook now off the read option. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Cook now off the read option. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Mond looks to throw on 1st down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st. So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only two rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Six yards left on second down. Cook now off the read option. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Cook now off the read option. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts in drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they got out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A give running right, Gibson. Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
First and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. but they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Mond's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mond. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first down, it's Gibson, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Gibson here running out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Kaepernick going to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they got it 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try to run with Gibson, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Mond's throw complete here to Herndon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Mond looks to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 2nd and 10, Mond airing it out deep for Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mond. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Takes it at the 7. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Kaepernick. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 90 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run on first down. Gibson might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Chaz Surratt there to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 28 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if